Stop trying to be cute. What are we doing here? Jefferson with that catch. Oh my God. This game is giving me strokes. Oh man.
Tell you guys I love you. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. And that will never change. I will ride with this group until they don't let us play anymore games.
Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vites Vibes. This is DJ. First things first, if you haven't already seen, I did join a different show pregame last Saturday morning. Purple and Scold Media joined Rap on a pregame show over there. So go check out them guys. Man, outstanding job by them guys, SK and Rap and Yogi and just everyone over there. It was pretty sweet to finally join another Vikings show and yeah, kind of just get some feedback and shout out and stuff like that. So well appreciated over there. Hopefully planning on joining again and linking up again with those guys over there. So man, this game was very frustrating against the Bengals. Man, I don't even know where to start. What do you guys think? I know this is a pre-recorded, so I can't throw up comments on the screen, but I most likely will be tapping in and watching it live, so I can comment probably on Facebook with you guys if you're watching it live. So I did comment with you guys live on Facebook. So yeah, and you can watch the show on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. So go check out those platforms. But this game, the offense looked a lot better, to be honest, with Nick Mullins. Just those interceptions. He kind of panicked. The one, he should have just held on to and just took the sack, but he kind of panicked and just threw the ball up, and it never touched the ground, and it went into an old defensive lineman's hands. So unfortunate event there. And I don't know. We were leading like I think it was 17-3 at halftime, and it's like, okay, what could go wrong here? I mean, a lot, but we were up, and our defense was very good in that first half there, and we just kind of fell apart. I felt like our defense kind of got a little soft there in the second half, and hats off to the Bengals, man, especially T. Higgins with that crazy catch for a touchdown reach over the pylon. And oh my God, I thought for sure that was not a touchdown, but then they replayed it, and yeah, the ball went over the pylon. So man, Caleb Evans should have got in front of that guy, T. Higgins, instead of being behind him. Um, there's another instance like that, um, where Mekhi Blackman, the rookie, also did that as well. Um, and then, um, on the offensive side, that first interception by Nick Mullins, I think it was Mike Hilton. Um, you know, a lot of people are already talking about this, that uh, that ball was intended for Justin Jefferson, and he didn't even like come up and try and knock the ball out or anything. So it just little stuff like that is frustrating, just because that those things can have a very big impact on the game, even though there's small things like that. It's especially uh a play that ends up in an interception like that. It just uh, man, um we went to overtime, ultimately lost 27-24 by a field goal in overtime, just like the last time we played the Bengals. Now we're at 500, 7-7. Bengals 8-6. They're still, in the playoff running, even though they don't have Joe Burrow. Jake Browning, that was kind of an emotional game for him. Supposedly after the game, he was, after they won, he went to the camera and screamed, "They should have never caught me." And it just, I mean, that's the Minnesota Vikings right there. We always did it wrong, and we obviously we cut the wrong guy. And you know what I'm about to say is kind of easy for anyone to be like, "Oh, he's just saying that just because he's doing good." But you know, the year that Jake Browning was drafted, before the draft, looking at the quarterbacks and stuff, seeing how he played in Washington in college, I actually really liked Jake Browning. And I believe he went undrafted. And then when I did find out that we did sign him, I was a little bit excited, but I was like, well, they're never going to use him. So maybe he's not all that, what I thought he was going to be, or what he was in college. But he's showing what he can do, and what he is there in Cincinnati. So it just sucks that the Vikings once again got another thing wrong. Um, I know that me and Rap talked about this being a game where it shows that Jade Browning isn't the guy, and um we didn't do that. So at this point, there's certain things about this game that I'm absolutely pissed off about. And at this point, I mean, obviously, this is my team. I love my team, even though they piss me off. I'm gonna always root for them, but at this point, if we don't make the playoffs, I will not be that upset, just because to be totally brutally honest, we don't deserve it. We do not deserve to be in the playoffs this year. I know a lot of shit has happened this season with, us being on our fourth quarterback. Um, just a bunch of injuries. Justin Jefferson was out for like half the season. Um, Our Cam Akers went out. Just so much stuff has happened, but it just the way that we've been playing, we don't deserve it. We keep giving games away because there's numerous things, but this game, it it could have easily we could have easily won this game if it wasn't for stupid. I mean, the play calling. I mean, it's 3rd and inches, and you call a QB sneak. Okay, I'm fine with that. Like that's fine. Like, okay, yeah, try to get a QB sneak, try to get those inches. Okay, it doesn't work on 3rd down. So you're gonna go for it on 4th and inches, and you're gonna do the same exact play as you just did. Not to mention that this tush push, or whatever you want to call this play, the guy that you have behind Nick Mullins is probably the smallest guy out on that field. Brandon Powell. You have Brandon Powell pushing Nick Mullins to get a first down. What? Why? You have TJ Hawkinson. You have CJ Ham. You could have had Ty Chandler back there. You could have had Justin Jefferson is bigger than Brandon Powell. What? Why do you line Brandon Powell up behind Nick Mullins to push him? You have bigger guys that can go do it. But for the simple fact of calling the same play after it just did not work, what? And before that 4th down play, they showed O'Connell on the sidelines, and he looked like he was confused and flustered. And then you see Flores come up behind him. He was yelling at him, not sure what he was saying. If you ask me, from how his lips were moving, he was telling him to call a timeout. See, Brian Flores probably knew that play was not going to work. KOC should have just called a timeout. You were already confused. It was totally obvious. You have a timeout. Why not use it to settle down and let's think it through? That second tush push should have never been called. You have a running back that rushed over 100 yards for the team for the first time since Dalvin Cook did last year. And you don't give it to him on 4th and inches. And you call a play that just failed the down before. Does KOC really not trust Ty Chandler? Because I do. What Chandler did on Saturday was an outstanding performance, and it clearly proves that what I've been saying since probably week 2 should have happened, which is Ty Chandler should be the starting running back. There is no reason that Ty Chandler should not be the starting running back. Yeah, sure, if he starts performing badly, yeah, take him out of there. But look at what he just did. The only reason he got that opportunity is because Alexander Madison was hurt and he did not play. So if Madison would have played, we would have never got to see what Ty Chandler can do, which is a hell of a lot. Alexander Madison don't have no touchdown this year. Ty Chandler just got one on the freaking opening drive of this game. I think KOC needs to trust Chandler a lot more, be smarter with the play calling, because if you give it to Chandler on that 4th and inches, we get that first down. And we're already in field goal range. Boom, right there. There's your answer. That would have won the game right there. Give it to Ty Chandler on 4th and inches. Boom. We most likely win the game unless Greg Joseph misses a field goal. But hey, we would have had a new set of downs. We could have gone and got a touchdown, which would have been huge. But we decided to push it. Second time in a row, and it failed even worse the second time. It's really frustrating. There's so many people that want Kevin O'Connell fired, especially after this game. Now, I'm not going to go out and say that I'm not going to go that far saying that I want Kevin O'Connell fired, because I still do think Kevin O'Connell is a good coach. He just needs to be smarter. Now, where's the head coach that we had last year? Like, I know it's totally different circumstances this year with Kirk Cousins gone and just all these injuries this year, but come on. With Nick Mullins in there, it looked a lot like what we do with Cousins. And you know, that made the whole team all around look a lot better than it has in the past few weeks. Now, I kind of thought about it, and if I don't know, if Kirk was in this game and not Nick Mullins, we win this game. Because for one, that panic interception that just he got rid of and it landed into the lineman's hands, Kirk doesn't give that ball away. He just tucks it, takes the sack. And the first interception, I mean, Kirk is one of the most accurate passers in the league, so I don't see him throwing that pick either. That pick was on Mullins. I mean, both of them were, but that first one was just flat out a bad throw. Now, I'm not bad mouthing Nick Mullins at all. I definitely think that he should start this next game on Christmas Eve against the Lions. I know a lot of people want to see Jaron Hall, but I just think that Nick Mullins. Now, totally reminds me of back when I said, "Oh yeah, Josh Dobbs is our best bet to win." Yeah, I was completely wrong. I mean, I- at this point, I do believe that our best bet is with Nick Mullins, but hey, I could be wrong once again. Um, and if you're asking me about this next game, it doesn't matter because, uh, I mean, I don't know. I If you truthfully ask me and you want a truthful answer about this next game against the Lions, I don't think we're going to win this game. And like I said before, this is my team. I love this team, and I'm always going to root for them no matter what, and want them to win. But I just realistically thinking, I don't think we win this game. I just don't. A lot of things are going to have to change in order for us to win this game against the Lions, and I I really don't see it happening. Um, I hope we pull it out and we win this game, but it's going to be tough. I was gonna some little bit of stats from the Bengals game. Nick Mullins, he went 26 to 33, 303 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Now, without those 2 picks, really good day. A lot better than a lot of people expected. He went, he threw for over 300 yards. Rushing, Ty Chandler, like I said, outstanding game. And once again, completely proved me right when I said that he should be the starting running back of the Minnesota Vikings. And that is no disrespect to Alexander Madison. But I do think Chandler is the better running back. Yeah, Madison's been in the league longer, but look at how Chandler just played. He's got to start this week against the Lions. You can't tell me that a guy that had 23 carries, 132 yards, and a touchdown, and he's the first 100-yard rusher since Dalvin Cook last year. You can't tell me that he has that kind of performance and then you're going to put him on the bench the following week? No. If they do that, they're completely stupid. Then we go to receiving. My pick for the breakout player on offense was I picked KJ just because every quarterback kind of has their one kind of favorite target to go to, and we didn't really know who that was going to be with Nick Mullins. And in this game, he didn't really have one particular person that he liked to go to. He kind of spread it out. And KJ actually only had 2 targets, 1 reception with 3 yards. The breakout player actually was Jordan Addison, the rookie. He had 6 targets, 6 receptions, 111 yards with 2 touchdowns. Now, the first touchdown, it was kind of that pass probably shouldn't have been thrown, as Nick Mullins was getting hit as he threw it. And Jordan Addison basically had to scoop it off of his shoes, and then he did the rest. He ran in for a touchdown. Then Addison's second touchdown, Mullins is back there running around. I'm literally yelling at the TV, saying, "Throw it away, throw it away, throw it away." And then just he throws it to Addison in the end zone, and I'm like, just I was speechless. I was like, "Oh my God." First of all, you held onto the ball way too freaking long. Like, you should have thrown it away. But damn. I'm glad you didn't, because we got a touchdown out of it. But oh man. And then Justin Jefferson, in this game, he had 10 targets, 7 receptions, 84 yards. And then TJ went 6 receptions, 63 yards. So, he kind of spread it around between those 3 guys. Nick Mullins did. And Jordan Addison just had a crazy kind of a comeback game. I mean, Addison hasn't been doing much for I don't even know how many weeks. I know he still leads the rookie receivers, I believe, in yardage and in touchdowns. So I just hope that going forward we can just keep spreading the ball around, not be too predictable on where we're going to go. A lot of times, even in this Bengals game, there's a lot of times where I feel like it was predictable that we were going to go to Justin Jefferson. There was a particular play, I don't remember when it was or who it was, but they jumped that play and just about picked it off, because they totally read it and knew it was going to Jefferson, and they just about got away with a pick. So I think, for one, we need to stick with the running game, especially if we're going to have Ty Chandler in there. And I mean, I do want Jefferson involved in the passing game. Don't get me wrong. But maybe use Jefferson as a decoy a little bit more. Pump fake it to him. That's I don't know. You just I don't know. The defense is gonna have to bite on it, because if that ball is actually gonna go to Jefferson, they're gonna get burned if they don't bite on it. So, either they got an interception in this game. Cameron Bynum, he led the way with 8 tackles and 1 assist. Ivan Pace Jr., 7 tackles and 2 assists. Josh Metellus, 5 tackles. Byron Murphy Jr., 5 and 1. Danielle Hunter, 3 tackles, 2 assists, and 2 sacks. He got his $1 million bonus. I don't know exactly how that all works. He might have got more just because he had 2 sacks in this game. So big game for him. DJ Wanham also had a sack. And so did Jonathan Bullard. Greg Joseph went 1 for 1 on field goals and 3 for 3 on extra points. And then a little bit of the Bengals stats. Jake Browning, 29 of 42, 324 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Rushing, Joe Mixon, 10 carries, 47 yards, and a touchdown. Receiving, Jamar Chase, 4 receptions, 64 yards. T. Higgins, 4 receptions, 61 yards on 2 touchdowns. Tyler Boyd, 2 receptions, 53 yards, which includes, the play that's set. Basically, kind of the similar play that Chicago interceptions. BJ Hill and Mike Hilton had interceptions. Jermaine Pratt had a half a sack. Miles Murphy had a sack. Trey Hendrickson had 1.5 sacks. Evan McPherson, 2 for 2 on field goals, 3 for 3 on extra points. Yeah. So this, like I said, this game was just pissed me off. So, what do you guys think about this game? About the Vikings, the rest of the season? Just any kind of thoughts. Comment on the video, and I'll interact with you. So, I know I might have some new. I know I have some new followers and stuff, so maybe I can get some more people to get involved in the show here. So yeah, so the next game, Christmas Eve, against the Lions at home, US Bank Stadium. I don't think it's been actually announced, but I would assume that Nick Mullins will be starting this game against the Lions, and we need to, all around the Lions are good. So I was gonna say contain the passing game, but they got a double-headed monster in the backfield with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. And then I believe Jared Goff just threw like 5 touchdowns against the Broncos, and 3 of them went to their rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. So you got a rookie that's a weapon we got to watch out for, their tight end. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown, which he's a beast, and he can burn you anytime. And then you got Jameson Williams. So our defense is gonna definitely have its work cut out. And hopefully Brian Flores can keep this defense competitive as he has basically all year. So Our offense just needs to to figure it out. We need to stop the damn turnovers and stupid plays and be smarter with the play calling. Um, just I think O'Connell as the offensive play caller, he needs to just slow down and think stuff through. Like some of these play calls are just it's killing us. It's that's it. So um yeah, that's really all I got. It's a little different episode. I kind of want to take a little different approach. I didn't really have any game notes or any notes going into this show. I kind of just uh wanted to wing it. Yeah. um I don't know if that's because, I just joined a different show, got a different kind of outlook on um what someone else's show, how it flows and everything. So yeah. Um this is kind of a shorter episode. Um maybe possibly maybe I'm gonna try to get Jaren on. He couldn't do it today. But we'll get Jaren back on here soon, and we'll talk to him about his feelings on this team and everything else. Um, and I'll definitely be keeping in contact with Rap and Purple and Strolled. So gonna gonna keep trying building this thing, and yeah, that's all I got. Uh, as always, Stroll Vikings, and we'll see you next time. See ya.